Hey leaders, welcome back to the Built for the Trades podcast. I'm your host, Dan Dowdy, and today I want to talk to you about something that we don't always think about in business, and that's seasons. And really, depending on where you are in the country, it may feel like spring or it might still feel like winter. But here in Texas, where I'm shooting this podcast, I mean, we get those crisp 50-degree mornings and sunny 80-degree afternoons. But the grass starts turning green, the trees begin to bloom, and that the energy really starts to shift. And it just reminded me of something important, and that's how really leadership has seasons too. The problem is that most of us expect constant growth. We expect to always be in that good season, and not every season looks like growth. In business, there are seasons where everything feels like it's clicking. Revenue's up, the team is aligned, momentum is real, and we are feeling good. And then there's seasons where it might feel, quiet, slower, like you're grinding but not seeing much visible return. And that does not mean like you're failing, right? That means you just might be in a different season in your leadership. And this is where most leaders get off track. Nature does not bloom year round. There are seasons where growth is happening. Roots are strengthening before anything breaks the surface, and leadership works the same way. So let's talk more about like what determines whether you thrive in every season. And this is a big word that I talk about often in my coaching, and it is consistency. Consistency is the difference. The key to thriving in every season truly is consistency. It's easy to show up strong when results are obvious. It's hard to stay disciplined when the scoreboard is not moving. So I want you to think about where you're at right now, because real leadership is built in the slower seasons. When people look at you and see how you operate when it's slow, that's the difference in real leadership. The habits you keep, the standards you hold, the mindset you protect. The discipline you build when no one is clapping is what prepares you for the next season of growth. The emotional roller coaster that most leaders on lead to emotional cash flow. Too many owners quit their systems in the winter because they cannot see the spring yet. So here's the question here is, what season are you in? What season are you in right now as you listen to this podcast? Are you in a blooming season where everything is expanding? Or are you in that refining season that I'm talking about, where you're just, you just need to be focused on building structure, training your team, your culture, and discipline behind the scenes? And more importantly, are you staying consistent even when results are not immediate? If you're not right now and you're listening to it, I want to tell you there's a better way. If you are, I just want to congratulate you, because it's a rarity out there. Leaders who win in the long term are not the ones who sprint when it feels good. They're the ones who stay steady when it feels slow. So as I close today's podcast and kind of recap everything, here's your action step this week. Identify the season that you are in right now. Be honest about it. Then ask yourself, what does consistency look like for me right now? Maybe it's doubling down on culture. Maybe it's tightening up your systems, or maybe you should be investing in your own growth or training your team. And, if you want to invest in your own growth and be around other steady, consistent leaders, we have that here at Built for the Trades. If you want a business that thrives in every season, let's connect. Hit reply. Tell me what season you're in and where you want to go next. Leadership's not about controlling the seasons. That's out of our control, right? It's about staying committed through all the seasons that we face in our leadership. This episode gave you value. I encourage you to subscribe to the Built for the Trades podcast so you don't miss future episodes. And, if you found it helpful, hit that like. Leave us a review so we can help other trades leaders grow too. That's the standard we hold, and that's who we are at Built for the Trades.